The characteristic of Ultraviolet is to try to unite multi-sensorial technology with food.
Houston, we have a problem.
Some restaurants are by the sea, some are in the city, but at Chef Paul Perret's Ultraviolet in Shanghai, every single dish in your 22-course meal will be served in a different environment. The fish and chips are served in the rain with a side of the beetles. Lobster is paired with a Riesling, served oceanside. The goal is bigger than food. It's experience and memory.
Can we create an ambiance that will, for instance, bring the people together at the time of the main course, have them tense at the beginning of the meal, have them laugh at a certain time. In a normal restaurant, the light has nothing to do with your dish. The music which is going to play in the background has got nothing to do in your dish. In this restaurant, we have the chance to be able to control those elements.
The inspiration behind Ultraviolet is simple. Chef Paul wanted to serve his guests food at the exact moment that it would taste its best. To do this, he had to take control of the elements, a concept he actually grew up with.
It's the principle of my mother. When my mother is cooking, she don't ask me at what time I want to eat. She don't ask me what I want to eat. She's cooking a pork chop. When the pork chop is at the peak of the cooking, then she call me, she say à table, I go down and I eat the pork chop at the best of the pork chop. It's not anymore the customer that choose. We have choose everything for him. So that's the big advantage.
As projectors change the look of your plate and tablecloth, it's not only the scenery and digital table style that's changing around you. Scents and aromas are injected into the one-table dining room as the music changes with each course.
Everything is edible except for the tableware.
The experience is so unique, Chef Paul has a hard time defining it.
Fine dining is wrong. It's wrong for this one, it's wrong for a lot of restaurants. Ultraviolet in itself is not only about talking about the food or talking about each ambiance separate, it's about experimenting the whole evening.
In this restaurant, servers outnumber guests by more than 2 to 1. A control room in the kitchen allows the staff to give perfect service while not disrupting any guests. But while the unique experience is tailored to the highest degree, the team doesn't take themselves too seriously. Humor and fun are certainly on this menu. For example, as guests eat their melted gummy bears, Chef Paul and his staff run laps around the table.
It's not that experimental, it's very playful. Being the first one in doing a project like this, the worst enemy of the project could have been the pretension. I went too late, I was talking. We don't reveal much to the people. Tonight they will feel, that's all. We don't explain. As a matter of fact, a lot of the things for a lot of people are subconscious.
Sometimes we use some primitive technique.
Atmosphere is the most intangible part that you can have inside of a restaurant. And here we have a fluctuating atmosphere. We have an atmosphere that can be tailored on every dish.
Reporting for the New York Times in Shanghai, this is Jonah Kessel.